Two cups of sugar and 1 cup of corn syrup. Any kind you can find, a good deal on it. Oh, scared me, I ain't afraid of nothing.
I just take it on a twist and
Daggone it.
Just gotta pull this puppy out. Oh well.
I hope it's a cup.
You don't have the camera?
No, that's what it was. We'll have a slide.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of regular corn syrup. Karo syrup, corn syrup, whatever. And 1/2 a cup of water.
Gee. You just sit in the chair, yeah. I thought you were sitting in the chair.
So how long you been making this candy?
About 30 years,
Wow.
at least. Now, when you put it on the fire, put it on high and don't never change it. Don't turn it up, down low or higher or anything. Leave it just like you started. I can't make it as good on Marcia. She's got electric. I'm used to gas. See this here, Lori. Now I'll let you watch this here. It'll get thin, then it'll start getting thick. Marcia, do you want to butter the cookie sheet?
Yeah, as soon as I get these nuts done.
That's the last thing. This is still good. Now I'm not putting this. I'm just getting this ready for later. The reason I do this by myself.
Just a regular
Teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'll tell you something else you can try sometime. If you got some black walnut flavoring, put that in. You'll like it. If you like black walnuts. That calls for a pinch of salt, and I put it in with the baking soda, and that's the extent of it. That don't matter if you do that or not. Now see, when I get ready, I'm all ready to go by myself. Nobody's around. Now, a teaspoon of of butter. And this is guesswork. I got everything now at my fingertips. I can do this, Marcia, if you don't want to.
Oh, I don't care. I was just doing it. That's my measured butter. For the pan?
I'll have to do it again.
Well, sorry. You messed me up. Do it, Papa. I'll get on my hand.
You'll make it the first time. It'll be okay.
Let's get around soft, right? I can't
My
get...
fingers?
Yeah, because I can't get in the corners because of my nails.
What? Don't take that much.
And another thing to keep in mind when you get ready to empty this into the cookie sheet, as quick as you can do it, zoom. The peanuts especially, they all go and they'll go right to the one pile if you don't get it on there quick.
Okay. Is that too much?
So it's more than but I'll wipe it off with a paper towel.
Put it in there.
But I just turned it all the way up and just let it go till it gets done.
And how do you know it's done?
Doesn't up.
Mm-hmm. That'll do it.
So you always use that much of peanuts or any kind of nuts in that container?
Yeah, that's plenty. It's just how many you like. That's pecans, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I made that one time out of black walnuts, and they got so much oil in them that it wouldn't foam up, and it was flat. So I think if I would take like a paper towel and put it on a cookie sheet and put them in the oven and get a little oil out of them, then I could make it out of them. The doctor that I used to go to, he wanted me to make him some out of, what's them things on top of that candy, but almonds. Oh man, they're hard as a rock.
From cooking?
No, they're just natural. If you eat one of them off that candy bar, they're hard. They're flat
Mm-hmm.
almond. And I made him a batch, and he loved it. It's too hard for me. Hey, Marcia, out there in the floor in one of them white cans, there's some peanuts or some brittle that I've got 4 kinds of nuts in, experimenting. It's got Brazil nut, pecans, hazelnut, and peanuts.
I bet that's good.
We'll let you take. It's been out there for months. If you keep a lid on it and don't let air get to it, it'll keep a year. Stay brittle. It won't get tacky. But if you leave it open, it'll get sticky, syrupy. Now see, if I knew how to, we've got a candy thermometer. I have never used it. But if I knew the temperature of that, it would be easy. But when this is thin now, it'll start getting thick. And when it starts getting thick, I'll hold it like that. And that last drop will come off and
String.
look like a thread, or I don't like to say a hair. It don't sound good. But it candy's in the air. Old Kirby, he likes that. I like old Kirby. I went down there and he said, "Yeah, that ain't candy, is it?" I said, "Yeah, I thought I'd bring you some." He said, "I was going to call you. You're going to call and ask me if I'd make him hungry." And your husband was over there when I took him some. He said, "I ate about half of it." This is the key, and always, if you overcook it, you can eat it. If you undercook it,
You can't
you
eat
can
it.
forget
Sitting
it.
over on the floor.
This is getting close.
You always use a wooden spoon?
Hmm.
Always use a wooden spoon?
Yeah, I do. I don't know why. I just do. I'll tell you one thing, it don't get hot. You handle it better. If you see that looking like it's a can, it's almost ready, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just starting to, I believe it's okay. Now, 5-6 minutes, I go by the color of the foam. And I've never changed the fire. You found it. Now that's got 5 different kinds in it. Is it still crunchy, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
4 different
I like
kinds.
peanut.
I keep stirring it. A long time ago, I could hear the peanuts popping like popcorn. I can't do that anymore. They'll pop open, and it's raw Spanish peanut. I like those little peewee. Myers has them for $1 and something a pound. This is an old pressure cooker. Rosalie's never made a batch. But if I put this up there in something, in about 3 days it'll be gone. She lays it on it. Now you see how white that foam is? It'll get kind of a tint to it. And you know then you're getting ready for add your stuff. I bought this stove from some guy there on Kircher Street. I don't know, maybe 40 years ago. I put him in here. This is my candy station. You know, I didn't look at what time I put them in there. I don't care what. I go by the looks of it anyway. Myself, I like the pecan. But I should have looked at the time and told you what time I did it. But it was about 3 or 4 minutes ago. I know when you put the nuts in, you can figure if the fire's like I've got it, it's no more than 6 minutes, if that. But I just go by the color. For the reason I didn't look at my watch. I don't even have to bring it down here. You'll see the nuts turning, getting roasted, and pretty well know. You see it, getting to see that color changing around the edge. It's almost there. I can see the edges of the nut brown. If I would have just told you what time, we'd have known everything.
And you just turned it off before you put the butter in?
Mm-hmm. I turned it. It's off. It's done. All but the ingredients. Just make sure you get the baking soda and stuff mixed. And let her roll. It went in there, didn't it?
Like a pro, baby.
It'll sink it. And don't do this.
Leave it alone.
Whatever. Leave that alone. Wait a minute, Marcia. I got a couple of bites here to go in there. It rolls out of there. And that's what you want.